Hello and welcome to my video all about how to knit the slip stitch waffle pattern. This pattern includes yarn overs and slip stitches, and as you can see the result is a grid pattern where the vertical lines are made up of slip stitches that kind of float above the surface. To begin, you need to cast on a multiple of 5 stitches plus 4. Row 1 represents the wrong side or the back of the knitting, and we begin by knitting 4 stitches. Then we need to do a yarn over. So to do this, bring the working yarn between the needles to the front and then to the right, like so. After all, a yarn over is just where you wrap the yarn around the needle. And then you knit 1 stitch. If you take a look at the right hand needle now, you can see the yarn over that you've made. The yarn has wrapped once around the needle and there's a small hole underneath. And now you just repeat what you've already done. So that's knit 4, yarn over, knit 1, and you repeat that until you've only got 4 stitches left. So that's knit 4, yarn over, and then knit 1. And then you just knit the last 4 stitches. Then row 2 begins with 4 knit stitches. Then, keeping the working yarn at the back behind the needles, you need to slip the next stitch purlwise. So take the right hand needle down through the next stitch as if to purl, but instead of purling it, you just slip it off the end of the needle. Then the next stitch on the left hand needle is the yarn over from the previous row, and all you need to do for that is push it off the end of the needle, like so. And then you just knit 4 stitches. Then you just repeat, slip 1, drop the yarn over and knit 4 over and over until the end of the row. So that's slip a stitch purlwise with the yarn in back, drop the yarn over and knit 4. Slip a stitch purlwise with the yarn in back, drop the yarn over and knit 4. Then row 3 begins by purling 4 stitches. So make sure the working yarn is at the front and then purl 4. Then, keeping the working yarn at the front, you slip the next stitch purlwise. So you just take the right hand needle down through the next stitch as if to purl, but instead of purling it, you just slip it off the end of the needle. And then you just repeat, purl 4 and slip 1 over and over until you've only got 4 stitches left. You can always tell which stitch you need to slip because it's the loosest ones on the needle. And then you just purl those last 4 stitches. And then you begin row 4 with 4 knit stitches. Then, keeping the working yarn at the back, you slip a stitch purlwise, and then you knit 4 stitches. And you just repeat, slip 1 and knit 4 over and over until the end of the row. So that's slip 1 purlwise, knit 4 and so on. Then rows 5 and 6 are just the same as rows 3 and 4. So instead of demonstrating them again, I'm just going to put the pattern for those up on screen now. And that's the 6-row pattern repeat completed. After knitting that repeat a few times, your knitting should end up like this. As you can see, the result is a raised grid pattern, and you can even put your finger behind those slip stitches. And that's it, that's how you knit the slip stitch waffle pattern. I really hope that was useful for you, and thank you very much for watching.